Welcome everyone to Think Tank Thursday with Cafefuel, the 9-step system that will show you everything you need to know to use the internet to grow your restaurant. My name is Brian Devine, and today we are talking about online reputation management for your restaurant. And you have probably heard me talk about this before, that I actually don't like that term reputation management, because management implies that all you're doing is taking a look at what's happening and managing or controlling, what is coming to you. I would much prefer you think of it as marketing, reputation marketing. And there's a lot of reasons behind that. But today, I want to keep this nice and short so that you can just get something really fast out of this. The thing that I want to cover today is do not leave your online reputation, whether you call it marketing or management or whatever, do not leave it up to chance. You do not want to just hope that you get lots of good reviews that will far outweigh any bad reviews. You want to actively request those reviews. There are so many ways to do it. The easiest way that we have found consistently is through text. So how do you get people to give you their phone number so that you can send them a text? Well, there's a lot of ways, actually. So one of the first ways that I think is probably it's underutilized is that when somebody places an order on your online system, or if you are doing contactless still in your restaurant, when they put in all their information, their phone number is going to be included. So you now have that phone number. And most systems have the ability to either sweep it over to a marketing tool that can then reach out, let's say 2 hours later, 3 hours later, or even a day later, just say, hey, we were hoping that you could let us know how things were going when you were there the other day. It's up to you kind of how long you want to wait, and it's different for every style, every type of restaurant, every location, so you kind of have to play with that. However, we do find that when you send a text request for not a review, for feedback, you ask for their opinion, you ask for their feedback on their experience, and you will get it. People love to share their opinion. They love to give feedback. What they don't love to do is be kind of put out and asked to leave you a review. So that's why we don't use that language. And that is one of the easiest ways that you can increase the amount of reviews that you get. Now, you might be thinking, well, if I'm asking everyone how it went and some people weren't happy, then aren't I going to end up getting a bunch of negative reviews? Here's the thing. There's two things I want to make very clear. Number one is that people that are unhappy are going to leave you a review whether you want it or not. The people that are happy are less likely to leave you a review if you don't ask. So the second thing that I want you to really, really wrap your mind around here is that we gate reviews, and we recommend that you do this. Now, Google says don't do that. Facebook says, they all say don't gate your reviews. And a gating review means that if somebody is giving you a 3-star or less, then we do not let them go to the next step and leave a review online. We keep it in our system. And it's not that hard to do. And one of the reasons that we still recommend it, even though Google, they've said don't do that, is because there's absolutely 100% no way for them to know, because we are keeping them in our system. And then when we know that they are happy, we don't push out the review for them. We ask them to then leave the review. So it is still organic, it is still natural, it is still real. However, you are given an opportunity to turn someone who is unhappy into someone who is happy. And then you can ask them again for a review and hope that they give you a 4 or 5-star, and then you can have them put that on all of the different social media places that are possible. So that is the key, is do not leave it up to chance. Okay, so number one, don't leave it up to chance. Ask for those reviews. The fastest and easiest way is through text message marketing. Having it connected to your online ordering is really going to be the most efficient. However, you can use QR codes. It actually works really well. People today, they are more than happy to scan QR codes. Everyone knows how to do it now because of the last 2 years. It's like all we've been able to do. So people are more likely to scan that. So if you can put that in front of people, then QR codes work great. And if you do some kind of like a sign in, right? So people are on a waiting list, get their phone number, and whatever the tool is that you're using that is keeping track of who's on your waiting list, I'm willing to bet they've got some kind of a text message outreach system, and you can include asking for a review. And again, that was that third thing. Don't ask for a review, ask for their feedback. ask for their opinion, and you will get it. All right, that's all I wanted to cover today. Hope you found some value in it. And I look forward to seeing you next time on Think Tank Thursday with Cafe Fuel. That's it for me. Bye for now.